This is the Sacred Knowing of Is, video number 20, wrap up for beginner practitioners in conventional spiritualism, part 2, with Tisziji Muñoz.
"27. You cannot receive from the flesh what you receive from spirit. The body cannot remember dreams. Being the body obstructs one from remembering dreams. Your dream body can remember if it is not enslaved to the grossness and heaviness of the body of flesh. Too often, to remember the body is to forget the spirit. To remember spirit is to forget the body. Yet only when the spirit forgets what it needs to forget and remembers what it needs to remember can it be at its best in its incarnation. 28. The spirit lives for its freedom. The spirit dreads the body, its karma, and its irreversible bondage to the earth plane. 29. Obsessing and possessing spirits cause bad dreams to gratify themselves by tormenting you in order to take revenge upon you. 30. Obsessing spirits give false experiences, false dreams, and nightmares to cause confusion, fear, and slavery to darkness as a payment. Know what you say and do to and with others, which comes back to haunt you, from your mouth back to your ears. 31. Certain spiritual meditations can suspend you from the slavery of the body and the lower spirits. Learn to relax into the happiness and peace of spirit and release yourself from the forces of the earth for healing and spiritual refreshment. 32. All dark thoughts, feelings, and memories should be ignored, or they imprison you in the time, space, energy, matter worlds of change. 33. Since you are always disconnecting from your body, you have more access to spiritual goodness than you realize. Be conscious of this. All excellent, good, and great ideas come from the good spirits. 34. All seeing into the future occurs when one is out of the physical body. Knowing occurs this way above the body of time or when given as needed by the good spirits. 35. Depending upon what activities or operations are performed outside of the body, the physical body can feel either relaxed or stressed. 36. During sleep, more is accomplished in the incarnation than imagined in and as the psycho-physical body and its mind, which for the most part are stuck in past time programs. 37. What you may not remember now can intuitively be revealed to you in due time according to your purpose and mission. 38. Special seeing can occur through the dream body beyond time, matter, and energy, or by way of the pure soul body of all knowingness. 39. Bad spirits want you to suffer as they do. This is their purpose. Low spirits are always a test to progressing spirits. 40. Obsessing spirits who are attracted to your misery can, through your unawareness, create even more misery for you. 41. Anyone can be possessed in this very moment and not even know it, just as you can be possessed and definitely know it is so, and have little or no control over yourself as a result. A high percentage of the human population is under the sway of possession, especially in high places. Have no doubt about this. 42. Many of your decisions are made under the mood of being possessed, yet believing you are in control of yourself. Do you know when this is the case? Have you seen results to this effect in your case? 43. If obsessing spirits are too strong for ordinary spirits to command the way, human spirits need to go to healers or exorcists for serious help in these cases. 44. The true goodness in relatives and friends can protect you from bad lower spirits. 45. A guardian angel is a protector spirit of high degree. Protector spirits are like good parents. Protector spirits are attached for at least one corporeal existence. 46. Spirit protectors replace spirit protectors. Each has multiple spirit protectors who guide the human or lesser living being. This process is secret. It is called spiritual business because not all can honor or properly understand this reality beyond seeing, hearing, feeling, touching, or knowing. 47. All spirit guardians belong to the higher class of spirits. 48. Spirits are drawn by mission or by similar sentiments of good or evil. 49. Warnings are sent from the guardians that something is going to happen, but who is open to receiving such messages? 50. Everyone dances to the tunes of the spirits, the good spirits and the bad ones. 51. All spirits are in training. All obstacles are set up by either good spirits or bad spirits for their training and purification. There are very few direct acts of God. There are, however, infinite acts of high and low spirits, good and bad karma. Natural storms are impacted by masses of spirits. In other words, when storms come, the spirits are coming. The forces of spirits are at work. 52. Those with spiritual genius act with a selfless sense of certainty, correctness, and knowingness. Their clear intuition is a form of inspiration. 53. There are those with healing spirits who actually do the healing. 54. All beings and spirits work in creation. There are no idle spirits. Existence is not idleness. Every being is put upon by the spirits. Few have the eyes, ears, minds, sensitivity or heart to know this, especially those who are at rest, in repose or asleep, are being taken outside of the body or being taken to tend to other matters. Who can see these things in those who appear to be idle and without physical work? Spirit is not the body, whether in stillness or in action. 55. Obsessing over others is a full-time job for lower spirits. Good spirits are guides, teachers, and protectors. Bad spirits are possessors and obsessors. A good spirit's mission consists of aiding, instructing, and uplifting incarnate beings. 57. Those of the highest intelligence leave the physical plane of effects for the transcendent plane of reality. 58. Those who have are equally tried as those who have not. Everyone is burdened with tests. No one is spared. 59. In their own way, the higher spirits labor more than the lower spirits, each according to their grade or level of reality and function. 60. No spirit is created a slave of another. Each must learn their lessons and work their way back to Source, awakening into pure spirit being, as pure light and pure selfless love. 61. Everyone's physical karma is scaled by their agreement with their star or solar system. Such an agreement is a time contract. Realization of the space body and its function as free awareness brings about spiritual liberation within and yet beyond the physical universe. 62. Every spirit knows its death karma, but few want to accept death properly enough to know its specific purpose, circumstance, and moment. Every incarnate spirit is its own death, interdeath, bardo, and rebirth. In this matter, ask, and one can receive. 63. Humans hide from their future because they see their darkness and dark creations, the effects of their thoughts, feelings, and actions. Others who see their future might neglect the present life and inadvertently destroy their progression. When one is ready to see, understand, and progress, the future will be the least of what they need to see and know. 64. Sometimes the only way to finish the present life is with the vision of the future. Who wills this? What is precisely needed will be given in time to those who are ready or open to receive it. 65. Wealth is a more dangerous karmic debt than poverty. 66. Punishment is always for the one in love with a body of flesh. 67. Matter, weight, and density deaden the sensitivity of soul. 68. Ultimately, all spirits will awaken, come to their higher senses, and open their hearts to the world. But this process will take time, purification, self-mastery, and the will to be spiritual. 69. Higher spirits always enlighten and bring peace and wisdom to the lower spirits. The lower spirits are made to see what they create of themselves, account for their ignorance, and remember their relation to goodness and healing. A step towards true goodness is one towards enlightenment and recovery of spiritual light and happiness. 70. Many move forward and up only to be pulled downward and backward by those darker and stronger than themselves. Eventually, the cycle of darkness gives way to the light, and the spirit again recovers its sense of progression, compassion, ascension, and realization. 71. Hardships are payments for the incarnated, designed to test and strengthen the spirit. Trials of moral suffering are for young, lower spirits who struggle to lift themselves above where they are or have been in the past. 72. Each world is a system of laws, forces, levels, processes, and beings who represent the best of that world in terms of understanding, purification, responsibility, wisdom, goodness, realization, and mastery of freedom. Progression means infinite expansion into clear light itself. 73. At a certain level of purification, suffering clears the debt, balances the scales, and sets one free. Then suffering is freedom, peace, and happiness. And one moves beyond the pain and suffering of suffering and into a higher plane of healing, heart realization, and spiritual reality. 74. For many, to do good is a form of suffering relative to overcoming serious selfishness, ignorance, and confusion. Inevitably, the suffering of goodness transforms into the peace of goodness, which gives way to the bliss of suffering as one goes beyond the karmas of the past and into the creative potential of the higher spirits of cosmic intelligence and universal creativity. Advanced spirits move into the spiritual levels of functioning with the mission of recreating, transforming this universe into infinite light. 75. Whatever it takes to make one better equals how long it takes and how difficult the payment is. Purification is not merely about time or quantity, but about the level or quality of the transformation, refinement, and advancement, or step up. 76. When one is in the darkness of ignorance, time seems long. When one is in the bliss of light, time seems short. It ceases to exist as such. One disappears into nowness itself, infinite peace, silence. 77. There is what appears to be of eternal ignorance and darkness, but such is not the fact. Suffering appears to last or be time extended towards the infinite, but light cannot be escaped or avoided forever. Eventually, as gravity and materiality wear out or disappear, light becomes obvious. Purity becomes obvious. Love becomes obvious. And the divine source becomes obvious, real and true. 78. The material universe is but a time machine with a relative beginning and end. However, the spiritual and the light, brilliance and clarity that it is incomprehensibly vast beyond self, thought, and mind, time, space, energy, and matter, as the total universe appears to be. 79. Many are in darkness until they bring themselves to know, knowing beyond things and beings of the material world. Until such a recognition, those in darkness or partial awareness only know the darkness is limitation itself. They are willing to be, for now, until they awaken into the light of pure spirit. 80. Many are living dead and in deep darkness and know it not, see it not, feel it not, and think it not. But the fact is, until the spirit's healing, darkness is its punishment. Such is its due, its reality and its measure of justice in time, until such time passes and the light, awakening, dawns and spiritual truth is revealed at last. Then love will have its day for such newcomers into the spiritual life, grace, peace, beauty, upliftment, joy, clarity, wisdom, and compassionate service. 81. The highest spirits operate beyond time from the no time, beyond matter from the no matter, beyond energy from the no energy, beyond space from the no space, and beyond mind from the no mind. Such is the condition of spirit, pure and simple, clear and direct, pure being itself. Hear this and proceed without and beyond karma by way of the stream of transcendent grace. 82. The universe is a fact. Its contents and their influences are also a fact as it is, and should be in the plan to guide spirits through and beyond the material universe and those universes and heavens above them. 83. The soul rules the stars and the universe. The spirit pervades and transcends all worlds once it is set free from the flesh and the mind of matter and gravity. 84. Humans affect the solar system and other systems throughout infinite material space. 85. The material heavens were made for humans, not humans for the planets and the stars. Such things as created are mere guideposts along the way back to the pure and divine spiritual. 86. Earth is a place of practicing realizing the fact of the interworlds, for even the material universe is but an interworld. 87. Souls are on earth to demonstrate bondage to or freedom from the material elements. For as your body, you are nothing more than the universe. But without the body of earth, indeed, empty of the body, the void of the body, is the bridge to liberation beyond embodiment into the continuum of infinite peace. Blessing, peace.